breaking news and as I say na information we ba the nyina say yura Kesi Jabin ye nansiana ya beti say Kesi Jabin Attorney General Becca say omo pe document bi say the be omo witimi aboa na je say omo de kino for atare aba na eba ye na be trend say amanfo si yin Kesi Jabin abusua ajaba abetu edi enesi Kesi Jabin ya file petition has been filed to remove Kesi Jabin. Now source ne we love Ghana she say about trending news trending all over social media nyina oboshema obonzeki petition filed to remove Kesi Jabin na say petition drop here ye be Kesi Jabin na Kesi Jabin na ankasa no amanfo chirema Kesi Jabin enye adwuma ni ye because onyeden yehu prosecution be a cause from the side waji case na waba abayeren waba betache na waja asem ti abusua ko tie nsem aka mitela kafa no
us fighting corruption, us fighting people who have stolen from us. These three people from the office of the special prosecutor. Kesi Jabin is a very dangerous man. Kesi Jabin, $14 million a year. Near the special prosecutor's office. These are the people who spend the money. Yeah. Because I don't think there's anybody in the special prosecutor's office who takes more salaries or whose pecs and has incentives or office is bigger than these three people. Nobody. These are the three people who have $10 million. That budget near the special prosecutor's office. These are the three people. Kesi Jabin is a millionaire. Kesi Jabin has basically fortified himself when it comes to maneuvering, finding ways and means to make us believe he's working. We cannot dish out $14 million a month to this man, and then at the end of the month, he will come and give us press conference and sing and tell us to say, Oyankonam, and then we sit in Ghana and fold our arms and say, hey, no, it should never happen again. Since this guy was made a special prosecutor, he has not put anybody in jail. This guy has tactically evaded accountability. And what he does all the time is that he is more proactive when it comes to taking care of the issue before we even get there. And you see this guy, he's proactive in protecting criminals. He can look through the system. Because remember, all these security agencies, they talk to each other somehow. It might not be direct, but indirect. And all these whispers, he hears them. And he knows who has stolen from who has stolen from us. First to knock us. Because the moment he does that, all the security agencies have to step back. In the first place, the special prosecutor's office, the intentions are not it was wrong. And I'm talking about Nanado Dankwe Kufuado setting up the special prosecutor's office. It wasn't to fight corruption. Now, the special prosecutor's office was one, to go after his political opponents. That was straightforward. And that was to go after Mahama and his brothers, go after the NDC, go after. So strategically, as we all know, Ekufuado, very diabolical, slimy, dangerous politician, he wanted to use the same Martin Amidu, who always felt he's intelligent than anybody in the NDC. The moment they approached him, he saw it as a good opportunity to prove himself to his own NDC. So he looked through and saw a better man, Martin Amidu, and said, come and be the special prosecutor. Now, when Martin Amidu came into office, Martin Amidu realized that the document he is seeing and the level of corruption going on, he realized that what is in front of him or ahead of him is greater than what is behind him, because he took a step back and he could not get anything substantial to prosecute. Now, when Martin Amidu decided to look at what is in front of him, Nana Dankwe Kufuado switched. Now, at a point, Martin Amidu was like, you know what? You are forcing me to do something that I know I cannot do. Because there's a difference between somebody being accused of something and somehow being guilty, and somebody you are forcing somebody to be guilty about something. Now, Matinabi Dubehu say Ekufuadum didn't see office or just to go after enemies. Now, what happened was, time Ekufuadum said Matinabi does not want to play ball. They devised a plan and they kicked him out. Now, after Ekufuado kicked Martin Amidu out, he still needed to make a statement because now the agenda has still not been fulfilled. And the agenda is to prosecute Mahama, prosecute his brothers, go after the NDC, and make sure they put all of them in jail. But he wanted to do it without his fingerprints being shown in there. That is the modus operandi of these Achim Sakawa boys. Gabi, Bumpty, that is their work. They stay behind the scenes. It's the same way they did the PDS. They will sit back, get their boys to do the damage, and then when you start to point fingers, you won't see them. Unless you are like me, you go deep and bring WhatsApp chat, bring documents, audios, before you can see their fingerprints in there. So they basically decided to look for somebody who would do that job. Now, when this guy came into office, he realized that the Ekufuado government and the Ekufuado family, they have done too much damage. Now, this guy did not know what to do. Is he going to go after the Ekufuado government? Or he's going to just let them slide and then make his money? So this guy adopted a strategy. I'm not going to go after them. I am going to make sure that I also make enough money from this office. So what he did was, I am now going to be a protector of the people who employed me. Instead of him being a prosecutor, he became a protector. So instead of him prosecuting these people who are in government and what he came to meet, remember, this guy came to meet a lot of prosecutorial docket on the desk of Martin Amidu. In fact, he came to meet Ejapa, he came to meet PDS, he came to meet low-hanging fruit cases. He did not touch them. Now, what this guy came to represent was a protector of corruption. Now, what we are seeing now is that Kesi Jabi was supposed to be a prosecutor. He is now protecting the people who employed him to be sitting on the booty. When I say on the booty, every money that has been sent to the special prosecutor's office at this point, when you do the accountability of those monies, it is zero because we have gotten nothing out of the millions that we pumped into that office. Now, when Kesi Jabi was coming, he was very strategic about who he can trust and who he can't. So he looked for people he had worked with before and people that can help him protect crime. Now, let me show you. This guy, your friend, Sameh Darko, Deputy Director of Communication at the office of the, Sameh Darko, in fact, he spoke recently. Now, this Sameh Darko guy, I also not share glasses, no. He works with a special prosecutor. The special prosecutor is now the special protector, and he's protecting crime. Now, look at this. You see this guy? This Sameh Darko guy not share glasses, no. Special prosecutor, the law firm, Cromwell Gray LLP. Now, this law firm, Sameh Darko. Now, when he was coming, he brought Sameh Darko with him. And when you check the list of members in his chamber, you can see up there, email address kisi.ejabeng@cromwellgray.org, chamber head, Miss Nana Abba Aqua, chamber deputy, Mr. Dennis Frimpong Ajabeng. There you go, members, Kesi Ejabeng was in there. Then you go to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Mr. Samuel Apia Darko. So he came with this guy from the same law firm. He knew what he was doing. He needed somebody he could trust that when he is doing his things, he wouldn't be exposed because it's always important to cover your ass. Now, Ode Akwawe Bayano and Ode a man called Akurugu. I have spoken about Akurugu before. Now, I'm talking about these three musketeers. They are the poisoner you're dealing with as a nation now. No? These are the dangerous people at the Special Prosecutor's Office. These three people. Akurugu too, used to work at the customs. He's lying. He's a liar. I mentioned what there. At the continue why these people are not supposed to be in that office and why the government needs to make sure they need to go. By the end of this year, they need to sack these people. I'm telling you, if we don't sack these people, and the NDC government is going to fail. I'm telling you, or OSP officer, oh, what you say? Say, Attorney General under pressure because of oral. What has oral got to do with this conversation? So he's playing politics. He is trying to drag NDC into it. He is trying to separate them from the government. He is trying to make it look like, say, the Attorney General was appointed by the president into your NDC. They were appointed by the Kufuada. I didn't Attorney General. Any abri say too much. Said then Sabeka for yata. Aden oral na NDC for promise and then I'm under pressure now. This alone, because Yahweh needs to be sacked. Now, on the second paragraph, I'll say, however, just as the AG has often reminded the public, especially supporters of the NDC, that investigations and prosecutions take time, the same understanding should be extended to the OSP. Or say, the Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana extended to the OSP. Or say, Attorney General, no, or sorry, no, a press conference, na or catch the NDC for so omunya botre. Na oral cases, they will deal with it, no. Or say, I also catch Attorney General say, can Oforiata case, no, a MPP for case into also nyabotre. If you say almost no, they are talking to the MPP people, so almost nyabotre. In Attorney General, enya the same abotre. This guy is a fool. You and I, our taxpayers, yesikana, yajejeno, any dutyane kakohedan odem. Go and ask him how much his salary is. Teacher ni biye ni Ghana, the salary do akwa with salary. Yema Office of the Special Prosecutor. Says, since the Sekisei being about office, thank you, Mr. S. Almost 60 million. And I'll show you. Thank you, team. Since Sekisei being office as a special prosecutor, Sikaya say on Kisei Jabin, on this guy, on Akurugu. Since the Kesi being by office as a special prosecutor, on this sanko for me and sa we be share office one. From time on by office, this is the amount of money we have spent on these people. This is the amount of money. Since Kesi being assumed office as Ghana's special prosecutor in August 2021, the office of the special prosecutor has received the following budget allocation. The year 2022, only 170 million Ghana was approved by Parliament. In 2023, only 80 million Ghana. In 2024, only 149 million Ghana. In 2025 budget, only 146.7 million Ghana. In total, 2022 to 2025, Kisi Jabin any sanko for me and some way omunya allocation sika yadia mo muso mufanya juma 545.75 million. Besides, what's the dollar equivalent? The dollar equivalent is 50 point. The dollar equivalent of a year Sasika we $50.5 million. This money from 2022, since the Kiseja being a special prosecutor, these three people, we have spent $50.5 million. They have not prosecuted one person. These three people. They have not even prosecuted one person. One. To say, we have been able to prosecute this person. No. Today he's using a strategy. Oh, plea bargain. These people are criminals. They need to be sacked. We have to be angry, get on the street or walk to their office and sack them from there. We need to get in there and tell them to go home. For the past 1, 2, 3, 4 years, you're spending $50.5 million. Wouldn't be a bit my on these three people. Opa or Chamamon publish some salaries. You'll be shocked. Police ni, soldier ni, marine, navy, No civil servant or what Ghana and a job salary. These people take the highest salary in Ghana. So the question is, what do they use the money for? And when we are asking them simple questions, this boy comes to tell us, say, yes, Yenino, OS Attorney General no, is speaking to NDC4. Get me that Sammy boy. Or catch say, I Attorney General no, or your Jumama NDC4. This fool. A dear pan why na abrabuma you're spending $50.5 million what so. You know the money, the cars they have. You know the money they have. Office of the Special Prosecutor, I'm saying $50.5 million. These people and they have small catch there. Attorney General a press conference or catch the NDC4 say I or around there they are working on the Munyabutreno almost so catch Ghana for say I omodie Ekufuado na appoint your munti Kenuforiata case ye nyabutre asema boy we catch no 50.5 million team, thank you. And we sit here and we are talking. We don't need to be taking our money again. They are doing business with that office. These are dangerous people. We are not supposed to be. We don't need to talk again. This needs to end. These guys are not supposed to be taking our money again. They are doing business with that office. These are dangerous people. We are not supposed to be smiling about this. We are not supposed to be sitting on TV and having long grammar about why are you even having grammar about this? This is a cartel. This is a cartel. This thing. This is a cartel. Can't you see it? The OSP must be sacked and investigated and prosecuted. You see, the investigative part in here because I have something. And OSP, ne scandal me we I feel I'm a detailed job at OSP. I'm now going to show you the business he's done from his office. Or an next officer or yet deals with her. I feel I'm a videos. This man, so smart or intelligent and greedy and resigning. But you know what? He's scared to resign because he doesn't know what is coming. Whether it's going to end him up in jail. And in the last 2 weeks, Oko Kumasi said, Oko Kacho 2 for Pacha Omano. This guy, he knows. And as I'm the same way, Ubetuma in Ekufuado time so. Now Ekufuado mbre now communications DND wo OSP office. We have a trust statement, kwasi statement sir. Now what Ekufuado. Agovewe. Say Ekufuado Jimmy we no be kasa asebwe now that want to war. Na Gabi to war. Na omo to war show. What bodam. Mo NDC for tumu for amonte. You NDC people, when we talk to you people, you don't listen. Mumu bi ni mutimu ya mu de. Jimmy kakra.
I was doing now. We should make no subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share, and follow, comment, and share comment section. I bet you very I can make it for an issue for United. I was doing. Then you know, say a year. Kesi Ejabin, a year Iraq, Kesi Ejabin, or share a special prosecutor officer. Then you know, the other told Johnny say, a year file petition, see, you know, now, and then Chabia Kevin Taylor and horse scandal be said, a year, Kesi Ejabin and Casano, or you will be here, or you will be a riding, one name, Kino Foriata, and I say, or ye Gabi boy in Tibet, Team Pass, a wedding. Obetimi Astrodite a year Kino Foriata Edenide Aba Ghana because Yashe ni mwama Kino Foriata anyade enye na adwen se oba ebusua enti no ahe daily update TV so medu besia. God bless you.